This is what life without a dream journal looks like.
Try to remember what you dreamed about last night. I'm willing to bet that you can't remember. I'm also willing to bet that you can't even recall 5 dreams you had in your life off the top of your head. Some friends I've had, some people I've known have said, "Oh, I don't really dream at night. I'm not much of a dreamer. For whatever reason, I just don't really dream at night." And that statement is BS. Every single person dreams every single night, and every single person has multiple dreams every single night. It's just that when we get up, when we go on with our day, the entirety of that dream is just completely gone from the memory. Unless you start keeping a dream journal or develop some method of dream recall, the dreams you have will be completely lost from your memory. And I remember I'd always find myself, trying to remember what I dreamed about last night, and I just couldn't do it. The thought was just out of my mind. It would make me kind of mad because I felt like I was so close to remembering, but it just wasn't quite there. I couldn't remember. And I think dreams are often overlooked when it comes to expanding consciousness and just learning more about yourself in general, because they're literally direct interactions with your subconscious. I mean, somehow your brain takes random thoughts, just random stimuli, takes events that's happened in your life, takes thoughts, beliefs, desires, fears, and somehow weaves all of that into a narrative that somehow all makes sense in the moment while you're dreaming, but once you wake up, you just think about, what did I just dream about? That makes no sense, but it all somehow made sense in the moment. And my main incentive for keeping a dream journal was just so I could have a written account of what I had dreamed about, which would improve my dream recall, but it'd also just be a written account of what I dreamed about so I could start to look for patterns and recurring tendencies in my dreams. So maybe I could try to figure out the meaning of what was going on in my dreams and try to pinpoint kind of lingering problems in my subconscious. Basically, I just wanted to find some patterns and kind of find the underlying meaning behind them all. That wasn't the only reason. Another reason was that I wanted to be able to lucid dream on a regular basis. Now, I've had lucid dreams only a couple times in my life, just completely random. I think I've had them maybe about 2 or 3 times in my life. And if you don't know, they're basically just where you become aware that you're dreaming, and when you're in this state, you also might be able to control your dream on some level. And they're fascinating, really. Honestly, I can kind of make similarities between dreams and psychedelic trips, because a lot of it is just interactions with your subconscious. Like on a psychedelic trip, a lot of subconscious beliefs come to the surface, or subconscious thoughts and desires come to the surface, and you kind of in almost like a dream state. Everything makes sense in the moment, just like a dream, but then when you come down, when you're out of it, you're like, what? But somehow it all made sense in the moment. And another thing is that time is completely altered. In a dream, there really is no sense of time, really. which is quite weird. And I even had like, I might doze off for like 10 minutes just on the couch or in my bed or something, and I had like a whole dream in there where so many things happened, like way too many things that could happen in 10 minutes. So the concept of time is just very, very strange within dreams, and that's another reason why I kind of draw a parallel to it on psychedelic trips. Like, essentially dreams are like almost like taking a psychedelic trip like every single night. And I think it's also fascinating how a lot of people dream about similar things, and like how those things, I mean, take for example teeth falling out. I would have a recurring dream every now and then of my teeth falling out, or like me biting into something and my teeth cracked or something like that. And it was kind of a recurring dream, and I wanted to know, so I searched it up, and I found out it could be associated with a deep loss in your personal life. And that totally resonated with me. And I think it's fascinating how that same meaning can be associated kind of almost universally. So people having like their teeth cracking or falling out in dreams is usually associated with some sort of stress or anxiety from something that's going on in their life, and oftentimes this is a deep personal loss, and I totally resonated with that. So it's fascinating how a lot of dream signs are universal. It won't be the same thing for everyone, but it is cool how like the same emotion can be associated with a certain event. So when it comes to keeping a dream journal, I actually personally recommend using an app on your phone. I use one. I really don't remember what it's called, but any app will do, because the number one thing about dream journaling is you want to write down your dreams right after you wake up, because within a few minutes all that information is going to be gone, and if you get up and get about your day, the odds are you are not going to remember your dream really at all. And so you want to start writing or typing as soon as you wake up, because that's when the dream is going to be most fresh in your memory. I know some people really don't like using apps. Some people just like writing in a journal, but I don't like that, because I find it really awkward to try to write in a journal while laying in bed. It's just uncomfortable for my hand and just an awkward angle. So I like an app a lot better, but do whatever suits you. Like I said, I really recommend dream journaling, just because you can remember your dreams, and you can like kind of start to make patterns in your dreams and kind of figure out what kind of patterns are going on in your subconscious. And it's also interesting to see just who appears in your dreams and what you do with them, and just like why everything is the way it is in the dream. Because, you know, I think a lot of what happens in dreams is a little random, but I do think there's also a lot of meaning behind it. It's also cool to try and like figure out that meaning and kind of just interpret your dreams, and maybe you can learn more about yourself and your subconscious. I think it's a really fascinating thing. And like I said, I highly recommend dream journaling. I hope I inspired at least one person to dream journal. And if you like this video, I'd love it if you liked and left a comment. Engagement on the video helps promote it so more people can see it. That's all I really got for you guys today. Have a great day, and peace.